Today I'm going to teach you how to measure your blusher length for the wedding veil. So if you're going for a blusher veil, then this is how you would measure the length for your blusher. First things first, you would need a measuring tape. You also need to have decided what hairstyle you're having. So if you're having a low bun or a hair down or half updo, whatever, a high bun, that would determine the placement of your wedding veil, and that is very important for us to know the blusher length. So say for example I'm having a low bun and I need my blusher to end at my waist, so I would take the measuring tape and have the the beginning of the measuring tape placed where I would want the blusher to end. So if this is where I want the blusher to end, I would hold it here, and then if I'm having a low bun, I would probably place the veil here, somewhere here, and make sure your head is at a straight angle, not up or down. So this is your marking. Hold your measuring tape where you would place it. So I'm holding it here and it comes to around 80 centimeters. So if you're getting a customized veil, you can always say to me that I need a 80 centimeter blusher length, and that is definitely possible. So, and then if I'm placing my wedding veil, say at the crown, and that's where I want the veil to end, then I would mark it, and then that comes to a 75 centimeters, which is a standard blusher length, 29.5 inches or 30 inches, and that's your standard blusher length. So if say if you've ordered a standard blusher length and you wear your veil right here in the front of your head, then your veil is gonna end a lot lower, say low waist. And it also depends on how tall you are, if you've got a long torso or short torso. So measuring your blusher length before ordering is definitely recommendable. That way there are no surprises. And if you know your hairstyle, that's even better. Say I've ordered a 75 blusher length, which is a standard, and I decide to have a low bun, so I would have my veil placed here. Then my blusher would end just under the bust. So if that's the look you are after, that's great. But if you are wearing a low bun and wanted the veil to end slightly lower, then you would need a 90 centimeter blusher length approximately. So maybe a little more. That's where I would. And that comes to 86 centimeters, so then I can extend to a 90 centimeter and buy a 90 centimeter blusher length veil. So, and the second tier length also can be measured using a measuring tape. There are also longer measuring tapes available in the market, or you could maybe ask your seamstress. And this one here is 120 inches, which is also 300 centimeters long. So what I would do is take the wedding veil and place it where I place the start, where I would have my veil placed, and then I would extend it back behind me where the dress is ending. So say my dress is ending around there, which would come to say a 250 centimeters, and you always want to make sure that your wedding veil second tier is longer than your wedding dress train. That way it frames the wedding dress train really nicely and looks beautiful in pictures. So I definitely recommend to have the second tier longer than your wedding dress train. Some brides prefer to have it very long, and some brides like to have it just some brides like to end the second tier just with the wedding dress train, which is also fine. It's really a personal choice and how you want your whole look to come together, but I personally recommend that your second tier extends just a little bit, if not too much. That way it frames your dress really nicely. I hope this helps, and if you need any more help, I'm always up for a consultation and I can guide you with your blusher lens and your Bedding Veil lens as well. But this is how you would measure your blusher length and your second tier length, and it would make the whole process stress-free.